Well, g'day Spurs fans. Paul Hotspur here. Let's see what a far younger version of me said in the car this morning about the appointment of Thomas Frank. Well, g'day Spurs fans. It's Paul Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. And when I woke up this morning and looked at the news, Tottenham have officially appointed Thomas Frank. Hi! That's how you say hello in Danish. It's very tricky language. Hello, hi to Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank's blew my army. So Tottenham announced that at a really weird time. So when was I up? I was up at about 6ish. It just come out about an hour before 5, 8 o'clock in the evening, something like that. So they've been working throughout the clock. Now, unfortunately, Thomas Frank will miss out on the maximum payout because he's only got a 3-year contract, so he'll only get an extra 1-year salary instead of the 2 that maybe Ange got, or 1. We don't know what happened there. I'm excited. I can't deny it. I'm excited. Being a fan isn't fickle. It's fickle when it's regards maybe to personnel, but it's Tottenham Hotspur. That's all that matters. Tottenham Hotspur. No one person is bigger than the team. I saw that Thomas, what's his name? Jonathan Liu, posh twat. Jonathan Liu had some parting shots at Ange Postecoglou. I did a video about him, I don't know, about a year ago. He had a problem with the way Ange said mate. So, you know, keep on that superior colonial mindset, Jonathan. I'm sure your career will go far with all your posh twat mates. You probably haven't got anything to say about Thomas Frank, so that's all right. We won't be hearing much from Jonathan Liu about Spurs for a while. He can stick to cricket and posh ball, rugby union. So Thomas Frank, he's coming over. He's bringing a whole swag of coaching staff with him, including someone from Man United. Hopefully all our former coaches get jobs. Mile Jedinak, I hope he's all right. Matt Wells is still there. I like Matt Wells. I like the cut of his jib. Proper Spurs man. So here we go. Let's get the ball rolling on this bloody pre-season, eh? I'm glad we've got it appointed now. We're not dwindling on and haggling, and the deal is done, and we move forward. And, you know, like I said in a video the other day, I think Ange managed to pretty much unite the fan base by winning a cup in the end. Everyone came on board. Bit of car beeping action there. I don't know quite what that was about. Bit weird. And with that united fan base, Thomas Frank is off to a head start. From what I'm seeing, there's not a lot of fans that have got question marks over him, which is, you know, that's a good thing. Ange was always up against that. Not Ange's fault. But that's all in the past. I had a quick look at the Brentford fan reaction, and they're sad to see him go. I think that, you know, some of the smart asses are saying, oh, he's gone to a smaller club and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, Brentford. You keep playing football in your leisure centre, but thanks for Thomas Frank. We'll see how we go with him. First job, I guess he's got to get the players buy-in, which I don't think is going to be as hard as people make out. I know Mickey van der Ven had some words to say about Ange being sacked after his game for the Netherlands, where he scored his debut goal and created another one. Not an assist. I bloody hate that word, assist. Why are you measuring assists? It's passing the ball. That's what we used to call it. Passing the ball or setting a goal up. I don't think it's going to be as hard as maybe some people might say, because the team is united. He's just got to swing that in his favour, and I think we're good to go. So this is part of the all new, competing on all fronts. Tottenham Hotspur. We'll see how that goes, and we'll see if Thomas Frank has got any influence on the transfers this summer. I think people have got to give credit to Ange for not only some of the players he brought in, but also it was a massive changeover in personnel, wasn't it? When you think it's basically Son and Romero that survive from pre-Ange. You know, well, you got or maybe pre-Conte. I'll go pre-Conte. How about that? So we have had a massive turnover in staff, and I think Ange played a big hand in that. Made it very clear which players didn't fit into his plans. It's a nice clean deck for Thomas Frank, I think. Nice clean deck. I don't personally believe there's no players I really want to see the back of. I'm sure some can be upgraded or whatever. I'm not busting a gut over it. I think, as I've been saying, I think we've got a good setup now. And any transfers that come in really they've got to be really good players to upgrade anyone, I think. I'm not sure if we're going to get too many. Well, look, if it was me, do we need more youth players? No. I think we've got enough youth players to satisfy that criterion. And also, we've got some players coming back from loan, like Dorrington. See how he goes, and they're all going to be better and match ready for next year. So, whatever transfers are going to be made, they're going to have to be, ready-made players, and that always costs money. Whether that happens or not, like I said the other day, I'm not really busting a gut because I think this team has got a good spirit amongst them, and I think that counts for a lot. They're all playing blinders for their countries at the moment, which is a really good sign. Their tails are all wagging. So that's all. Thomas Frank, he's got to win over the dressing room. I'm sure he's going to have no problem with that. And I think once he's done that, I think we're going to be. I'm looking forward to a really good season. The quint is on. The quint is on because don't forget we've got the Super Cup. First trophy up for grabs, and I'm getting pumped. So it's a arrivederci to Ange and hello to Thomas Frank, man. Let's see if the critics are right. Let's see if the pundits are right. See if I'm right. I'm hopeful that Thomas Frank can make us a solid unit, make us more unbeatable. I guess if that's I hope I've got more unbeatable. I like the attacking approach. Don't get me wrong, and I think there was reasons why Ange was doing that. Maybe at the sacrifice of some results, it was to get that front foot mentality in the team. And I think with another season, then we would have done a lot better. I think in his last season, we stopped really losing goals to being caught out with the high line. We lost a lot of goals through shooting ourselves in the foot, and in a few games not giving a shit. So we'll see how how Thomas Frank sets up. He's got flexibility. I don't know what his preferred formations are, but we've got because we've got Kevin Danso. We have got flexibility of having a really good back five. Now, I hate back five myself. I think it's a waste of resources to have 6 people defending a goal. But the option's there, and Ange did use that a couple of times when he was parking the bus in a couple of cup ties. It's not like, I guess in the Conte days of back five where it was pretty rough and probably... we had no choice to play a back five with those players because a back four just wasn't good enough. So we got those options now. My preferred, I'm an old-fashioned fart, my preferred formation is always just plain old 4-4-2. 4-man or 4-5-1, you don't see that anymore. Well, wise words there, but it is now 7 hours into the reign of Thomas Frank and Thomas Frank's Blue and White Army. No signings yet. Nothing's changed. It'd be interesting to see what influence he has on our recruitment. It's all up in the air on the recruitment and the suits front. Stuff that I'm not really that worried about at Spurs because suits bugger up football. There's no such thing as a good suit. Just let the manager get on with the game. They're the ones that understand football. Still, Johan Langer seems to be hanging around like a bad smell. I think Scott Munn's gone. Then we've got Vinny coming in, and Paratici, is he coming in, isn't he? Because he's got that civil case going on in Italy at the moment. But the main thing is we've got a gaffer. We've got a gaffer, and as always, I'm going to get firmly behind the manager. Back the team, back the manager. Let's see what Spurs can do this year, eh? I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm always excited. New season. Thomas Frank is climbing up the mountain. He's at base camp. Let's hope he's got some oxygen tanks and a bottle of whiskey. He'll bloody need it working at Spurs. Good luck to him. Good luck, Thomas Frank. Good luck, boys. We'll be seeing you in action very soon. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Ready for another trophy in Super Cup. And then the quad's on. The quad's on. Peace and love. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs.